Yeah, that's cool.
Yes,
We're good?
It's recording?
Yeah, it's recorded.
Oh, it's here.
Uh, we have an audience too, so that's cool. Yeah, we'll start again.
Sure.
Hey everyone, what is up? I'm Salman and welcome to Salman Needs a Job. Right now, I'm here at an event by CrowdPad and I've met this gentleman, Sukhneer, who is a creator in Web3. The reason why we are doing this interview is because he has a very interesting story about his participation in Nas Academy fellowship for Web3 creators. And I found out some kind of mind-blowing facts about that. I was like, can we do an interview? And he has agreed. So that is what we are doing here. How are you doing, Sukhneer?
Doing good, Salman. It was really nice to meet you and
Can I?
yeah, doing good. And it is really nice to meet you and seeing your energy. I'm feeling like, oh man, मैं इतना slow क्यों content बनाने में? Like you are really fast in that. It's very good.
That is awesome. But my subscriber count doesn't reflect my speed.
It will eventually happen. It will eventually.
Also, speed is in the recording, not in the editing actually.
Oh. Yeah, that's what one thing I learned in the Nas Academy, that okay, you should ditch the perfection and just make your content and set some time and just release it. Don't wait for that perfection to come up. I think we are the people who work into that perfection mindset, but let's ditch that so that you can do
pass. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, because
Yeah.
this is gonna happen.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so let's, before we begin, tell me about why you're selected. I want to understand, because you mentioned you had a channel in entertainment which had a lot of following. Just let's start with some discussion about that channel and then we'll get into your entry into this program.
Sure. So I have a channel named Vekhija, which means keep watching. So we started in 2017, where we started creating entertainment content, some comedy videos, dance videos, and eventually where I learned some cinematography skills, editing skills, and moved my way to music videos for different artists and everything. And now we are creating different brand videos for them. So I am the guy who loves cinematic feels and how a film is made or how music videos are made, and that's how we have started. And that
He, as in like it's you and a few people.
Yes, he's also part of that. So my friends are part of that. So that's how we started, and it was going decent, a decent subscriber base.
How much?
So right now we have reached to 58,000 subscribers there. So
Okay.
so that is how it is going.
Cool. Congrats on that. Now, what the mind-blowing fact, by the way, I should have mentioned it in the very beginning, is that apparently Nas Academy was giving out, it was a 3-month fellowship, and each month they were giving out 1 ETH to all their participants, which are 50 people. So essentially like 150 ETH Nas Academy has shelled out on this program, which is insane. So first of all, tell me about your entry into this program.
Yeah, cool. So I read about that on Nas Academy's website, that they are launching this thing about creating like giving 1 ETH to every creators. Okay, but the good thing was, like, it is not just 1 ETH. It is like they are also telling you how to create content. Okay, what is important in creating content, how your 1-minute video should look like, how that 3-minute video should look like. So different formats.
What is this program called?
So it was a Metaverse fellowship program. So that is what they called it. And they launched it last year, back in 2021. I think June, July.
Oh, so early in the whole... yeah.
So that's when it came out. And that's pretty much all about it. But then I applied there, and mainly it was not because of 1 ETH, but it was to learn from them, because generally this kind of knowledge is not that free, because these are the people who are creating millions of views on their channels, right?
Yeah.
So that's what was more important for me, and that's the beauty of this particular fellowship, right? So should I tell you about the process, how I went into that? And
Tell us about how did you get in?
so
What was that? What was that they saw in, what did you fill out in the form that?
No, so they asked me to make like everyone who is participating should submit a 60-second video where they are in front of the camera and talking like how you are confident, right? I think definitely would have put it there. You would have been part of that. Yeah. So where I talked about my story, and because I had some experience in how to make a quality content, I made it like little good video. But the thing is, when I got to know there was only 9 hours left. It was launched like 4 weeks back, and within 9 hours I sat up, write down the script, telling about myself and showing how my videos were back in 2017 and how they look now. I show that comparison within 60 seconds, and I think that's how they like that part, and they took me. And all they were seeing was like, how is the storytelling, like what is the storytelling in that video. So they were looking for that, and then the interview process.
That is so cool, because in 9 hours that means you created it. So just like a takeaway for everybody, what is possible with some, a few hours of effort. What about Web3? Were they looking for Web3 knowledge?
Yeah. So in the interview, they really asked, like, do you know about Web3? And I said, no, I really don't know. And the first time I was hearing about what is NFT was when I read that it will be a creator program on NFTs. I'm like, what is NFTs? And then I searched on internet, and I actually told them honestly that this is what I don't know what is NFTs.
I'm surprised. Then why were they like? Why did you get selected?
So what they were seeing is someone who really want to understand these technologies or not, and is there someone who is passionate to tell stories. Okay, so that is what they're looking for, and that's what I try to prove them in the interview process by how I show, like by telling about this is my video content and my channel from 5 years I'm running this. I make stories and I understand that. So I think that's what they were mainly looking for, and because I'm also a technical guy, like that is my regular job. I work as a data scientist, so that I think that experience helped me there to talk about technical parts of it. I said I can do it, and that's how.
Awesome. What does this program look like?
So this program, like after the interview process, they took around 70 people for 1 month. They were not paying any ETH that time, but for 1 month was like crazy, Salman. I can tell you, like the learnings I had in 1 month, like put my 5 years and put this 1 month. Yeah. So my 5 years experience into content creation versus this 1 month, like that's what I was getting in that 1 month.
Really?
Yeah, it was so good. Like they were telling about, okay, when
Wait, sorry, I couldn't pay attention. Did you say 5 years learning in 1 month?
Yeah, because I was doing it myself, right? Learning it, how to make it, and in 1 month they taught everything what is important for content creators. That is the brilliancy, because you will have guest lectures from Nasir himself, who is making brilliant content, right? You will have people like Dear Aline, who is really famous on Instagram and TikTok videos, right? So you have like people who really understand social media, like who are doing really good. So imagine they come and talk for 1 hour. That is a great knowledge.
So actually, Nas Academy does have that program still for creators, not a fellowship with this ETH handout and everything, but they do have still. So it's probably this. So this is the kind of value that they give. You're saying.
Yes.
Let's talk about this program itself. Like, what is that? Like, ultimate learning within 1 month, inside 1 month.
So in 1 month, so basically they wanted to make you, like, if you don't know anything about videos, okay, we'll make you learn what is the basics of video editing and everything. Because I knew it, so I was into advanced batch where they did not teach me how to make videos, but how to make stories. So it was all about, okay, suppose you're making a 60-second reel video. So why those 3 seconds are important? What will you tell in that first 3 seconds so that user is engaged? What should you do after 10 seconds? How would you add comedy in that? Okay, so those kind of things they were telling. And they also talked about a lot of revenue models. They also talked about, okay, what kind of content you should put on YouTube, what kind it should be Facebook, what it should be on Instagram. And brilliant thing was, like, you are making this content, right? They also told about, like, how you can make a same content which you shot for one platform, how you can make it run for other platforms, and what is more important. So those kind of things they were telling. They had guest lectures from MetaKovan himself, who bought like so expensive NFT.
People NFT for 69 ETH.
Yeah.
Sorry, $69 million.
Dollars. Yeah. So we got a chance directly to ask questions from him. What is he really doing in NFTs?
Wow.
So that was a really good takeaway. And after 1 month, they selected top 50 people for the main fellowship program.
Damn. So, okay. So 1 month was also kind of validation of who enters.
Yes.
Okay.
Because your assignment was every week you will make one video, and the only passing criteria is that you make a video. If you don't make it, you are failed. That is how it was. So,
You have to pass this WOGME test.
yeah. So, but because you have that deadline on your mind, right? That's how you plan your day. Like if I see like how I used to do before, like being with a regular job, I like 3 Sunday kar lenge. But if Sunday is a deadline, you will plan your day like that way, right? So that was a key takeaway from that particular 1 month, and then they took it into little advanced level of those three months where they were teaching, and the main part was like you have to create 6 videos in 1 month about Web3, about NFT. So they give you different topics. Start from the blockchain, in the first month. Second month was NFTs. Third month was mix of NFTs and metaverse. So
So it sounds like this program was catered towards creating more content about Web3. So what about the knowledge that they were sharing? Was there any Web3 specific creator knowledge that they were sharing?
only when it was like the MetaKovan's team was there. Otherwise, not specific to Web3 because they said you go and learn on your own. And because why it started, right? The baseline was like one, they will make you good creators and they give chance to people like me to learn and get paid for that. And second, they wanted like people to know more about this space. So that was MetaKovan's like idea and behind this, right? A lot of people don't know what is NFTs. A lot of people don't know what is Web3. So people like me who is searching literally what is in 3 days I'm searching what it is and then making a video. So what I would make is a very basic content, not a very jargon specific. So that is like I don't know jargons, I will not speak jargons. So that is how the idea was, and I think it created value. Like you are creating one particular
Added to the ecosystem, in fact.
yeah, it is. That is how it was.
So, I just want to like understand why they were giving this 1 ETH. Just for context, 1 ETH now is $1,400 around dollars. 1 ETH. This back then, how much was it?
Around it was touching 3,000 something, right?
Crazy. Why? What is the? Do you know what was the motivation behind that?
Yes. So motivation was like to bring people on the table, some creative people on the table. That was one thing, and they told, right, we want to show you that what is possible when you say, okay, now you don't need to worry about money because they are paying you that money. Okay, you don't need to worry about the knowledge. Okay, can you make a content behind that? So that is what they were proving that. Okay, when you have that ETH with you, you have money, you have mentors with you. So all you have to do is make content. Can you make impactful content? So that is why they are paying them.
Just a quick sponsored break. Follow Salman Needs a Job, this channel.
Please.
Yeah, please do. I do create a lot of content about Web3 and I have something really interesting coming up. Okay, so tell me about the community aspects, because I think Nas Academy is also focused a lot on community building. So what are they teaching and teaching on that aspect?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that question because I think that is more relevant to Web3 space and NFT space. And I can say that I didn't know about that until I joined that Metaverse internship with Nas Academy, right? So one community which you get is these 50 people who are like your mindset. You understand, somebody sitting in South Korea, how does he plan a day? Somebody sitting in Singapore, how does he plan a day? You get to know these people, right? That is a community. And many times like how we are collaborating, right? Many times we make videos together, like I'm sitting in India, one guy sitting in Pakistan, one guy sitting in Singapore, and we are making video together. So that was a community aspect, like growing together each other. Wow. And a good thing was like we got to learn so much. Like I got to learn from this Cheska. She is a very good friend of mine, and she is a pilot. Okay, and she left her job during COVID, and you get to know what do pilots do and how they are thinking about NFTs and Web3s. I got to meet people.
Pilot? She was a pilot, and she's also trying to create Web3 content.
Yes.
Where is she from?
She is from Philippines. So you check Filipino pilot Cheska on her Instagram. So she's a very nice lady. You talk to her and she's so down to earth, and you got to know. I met one lady, SD Ani. She has her own blockchain, and she is a creator. And you are like, dude, what
is the pilot doing exploring Web3? Do you know?
She
out of interest?
Yeah, out of interest. She was on social media and she wanted to do something new, understand the new technologies. And that's
so what I'm hearing is this whole again WAGMI mindset of as creators like building communities together is kind of one of the ethos of this program.
Yeah.
Tell me more about the participants. What kind of people were on this program and what did they end up creating?
Yeah. So people were from different backgrounds. Like I am from a technical background. I met people who are into filmmaking full time. There were people who are into full finance, like they make a finance content and they went into a Web3. Okay. There are people who were into blockchain already. Okay. There were people who are making like YouTube. Like there was one guy, Damien from US. This is the guy who makes motivational videos for the people who have some mental sickness and all those stuff, right? And that kind of people, like, and so motivating. These guys are so, you'll understand their stories. There's one guy, this guy from Egypt. So what he did, he understood about the NFTs and this thing. He created his own generative art. Okay, like with the
this
name
program?
Yeah. So during the program itself, and I think he named Octa heads, and he made brilliant sales in that.
Wow.
He made so that is how it's a community aspect.
From the monetization aspect, did they teach like creating NFTs and all that on?
No, that was not the program. They taught how to make content. That is the main thing.
So what else you wanna tell me about this?
So one thing I've learned is community is something I have experienced myself. So Nas Academy is one of the few people I have seen who are actually focusing on building communities. After being like from top 50 there, we were part of that alumni group where you have like thousands of people who are doing it. So I really now I have a first-hand experience of what is community. So people who are thinking about Web3s, they are thinking about NFTs. Think about communities for sure. That is my key takeaway from those 3 months. And now also, community will help you in supporting your goals, and you have to make believe a community that you are doing the right thing. So actually, you do a right thing. So that is what is my takeaway. And please focus on community, not only that idea, not only that NFTs. Think about how will you build your community around that.
I just want to give a quick plug. I didn't know if I was going to tell this because I don't talk about it publicly yet. I'm working on something called Who Needs a Job, which is the idea is for people like who are exploring their careers and kind of lost in this Web3 space. If it sounds like you. Please like DM me on Twitter. Salman needs a job. Cool. Might just get you in. But nothing happening. Very early stage. Not nothing happening. We have calls every week where we talk about our own work. But also, I'm personally quite involved. I'm a contributor at Bankless DAO, and I love Web3. So yeah. All right, dude. You wanna talk about your channel, just where people can find you and everything?
Yeah, please. So feel free to connect me on Sukhneer Singh Instagram handle, and also my production channels Vekhija, where I create entertainment videos. So these are 2 places you can reach me out. And thank you, Salman, for letting me speak about my experience here and story.
So interesting. Tell us what you thought. See.
Yeah, it's fun, yeah. It was fun. I hope I could tell something which was good or good take away.
It was awesome.